My name is Lindsay. Today we have a blend of mobility and Pilates, kind of mixing it up with different exercises. All you'll need today is a mat and yourself. So we'll get started with a seated cross-legged position, just to kind of loosen the neck up a little bit. So inhale, rise with your shoulders up, and exhale, soften back down. Inhale up, exhale down. And one more. Inhale, shrug those shoulders up. And exhale down. Take your chin to your chest and rock a few times back and forth. Begin to slow down the motion and drop your gaze down towards your right armpit. Making sure that your left shoulder is rotated back. You can tuck that hand underneath of your left glute. And just hold here for a nice loosening along the left side of the body. Take a deep inhale, release the left hand if it's tucked, and sway your chin across your chest a few more times. Preparing to drop your gaze down towards your left armpit, tucking your right hand underneath of your glute. We're just making sure that this shoulder rolls back and down. With every inhale, feel yourself elongate into the stretch. Take a deep inhale, preparing to release the right hand if tucked, and sway your chin across your chest a few times. Take a deep inhale, come neutral, tuck your chin to your chest, and roll up slowly. All right, so those wrists are a little tight from typing all day, being at your desk, so extend them out for me. We're going to work on our extensors and our flexors back and forth. Just pumping the hands a few times. All right, begin to rotate clockwise and counterclockwise. And reverse directions. All right, keep those hands out for me. We're going to do a few pumps. So squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Wake up those forearms. Get the blood moving. Just a few more. Keeping steady with your breathing. And relax. All right, next extend your hands out towards your side. Begin to flex your fingers back towards your face. You may feel a little tingle along the forearms. And bend forward. Flex towards you. And forward. Back and forth. So pick up the pace. Few more. And relax. All right, plant the left hand on the left side of the hip. As you inhale, reach the right arm up and over, gluing the elbow to the ear, and slowly crawl your left hand out as you pull down towards the left side of the body. To deepen this stretch, make sure you're pushing that right hip down into the mat to keep you planted. Take one more inhale, reaching, and on the exhale, use that side body to push you up, crawling with that left hand to meet the right. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, drop the right hand to the right side of the hip and begin to crawl out towards your edge of the mat as the left side falls down towards the right, keeping your gaze looking up towards the ceiling. Make sure to keep this left hip glued. Deep inhale. Crawl your right fingertips back. Use your side body to get you up and come to meet your left. All right, we'll do a few more, but a little bit quicker. Really try to use the side core to help you lift up. And make sure when you come to the side, you're staying rotated upward. Inhale, reach your spine tall, and plant your left hand, crawl out. Reach with your right. Inhale, exhale, come back up to neutral. Inhale tall, drop your right, crawl out. Looking up. Inhale tall, reach your right to your left. Inhale, exhale, drop your left down towards the left side, looking up. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, plant the right, looking up. Inhale, grow tall, one more on each side. Exhale, drop in the left. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, drop the right. Inhale, coming up and slowly coming down. All right, start to stand up with me for a few sun salutations to keep warming the body up. So inhale, reaching up towards the sky. Hands heart center, hinge at your hips and crawl down your legs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, down towards your feet. And inhale, crawl up one vertebrae at a time. With your last exhale, rolling your shoulders back and down. Inhale, hands up above your head. Exhale, heart center, folding forward. Begin to crawl your hands out into a plank position. Inhale, lift the right leg. Come in between both hands, planting it forward into a low lunge on the left side. If this is uncomfortable for you, drop that left knee in the back. Keep grounded in those hands. Inhale, and as we exhale, we'll drop the knee down, touching the mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. Really feeling that pull along the hip flexors in the front of that leg. Exhale, drop. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. And one more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. Lean back into that left leg, keeping that right leg bent. Extend your arms up and above your head for a nice hip flexor stretch. Inhale, exhale. One more, inhale, exhale, come back to both legs bent. Plant your left hand next to your right foot. Flip those toes on the left side, extend through the left leg. Begin to twist with your upper back on the right side. Right hand up towards the ceiling, keeping glued in both legs. Take a deep inhale, exhale, rotate back. Two more. Inhale, rotate up. Exhale, back down. Inhale, rotate up. Exhale, back down. Push into both palms, extending the right to meet the left into high plank, and coming back into a downward dog for a resting position. If you need to pedal your feet out here, feel free to take that nice stretch for the calves. Take an inhale, looking up between your hands, lift your left leg, and plant it between both of your hands. If you need to, again, drop that right knee in the back. Keeping solid into the palms. Inhale, extending through the leg. Exhale, dropping that right knee down. Inhale, extending up. Exhale, down. Inhale, extend. Exhale, down. Inhale, extend. Exhale, down. And one more. Inhale, extending through the back side of the right leg. Exhale, bending down. Leaning back. Extending your arms up and above your head for even a deeper hip flexor stretch on the right. Take 2 breaths here. And on the exhale, plant your hands on either side of the left foot, extending through the right toes, coming up into low lunge. Keep your right hand planted on the inner part of the left foot. Begin to extend the left arm up and above your head. Take a deep inhale, and the exhale, twist back down. Inhale, twist up. Exhale, back down. And one more. Inhale, twisting up. And exhale, back down. Plant your hands on either side of the left foot. Bring the left to meet the right. And come back into downward dog. Pedal those feet out. And prepare to drop your knees down towards your mat. Coming into a cat camel position. Make sure that your hands are shoulder distance apart, your knees are hip distance apart. As you inhale, look up towards the ceiling, and exhale, rounding under. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, rounding under, tucking that belly button to spine. Inhale, looking up, and exhale, under. All right, from this position, we will start bird dogs. So make sure that you are grounded into one side. So we'll start with our left. Make sure your left hand is planted. Your right arm's going to extend up in front as your left leg extends back. All right, so we have a few repetitions here. Make sure before you get started with this at all, your core is nice and tight. So you're going to bring your belly button to spine. Solid in that right knee and the left hand as you lift. Here we go. Lift the right arm and left leg. Hold here. 3, 2, 1. Drop down and switch. Lifting the left hand and the right foot. Extend. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1. And release. All right. Now that you've got the motion, we'll begin repetitions. Lift that right hand and left leg. Here we go. And curl under, elbow to knee. Two more. And release. Plant that right hand and left knee. Flip your palms so your fingertips are facing you. Just kind of rock back and forth for a nice wrist stretch. All right, slowly flip forward for lifting the left arm and right leg. Nice and grounded in the right hand, left knee. Here we go, 8 repetitions. Extend out, elongating the spine, keep the core tight, and crunch in, elbow to knee. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Slowly planting down. Wiggle out those hips, and again, flip your hands so fingertips come facing you. Rock back and forth. All right, flip those hands back gently. Begin to roll onto your back. Hold onto your pelvis, so your hip bones here. Begin to rotate off of the mat. You'll feel your lower back lift, and then rotate back in. Back and forth. Imagine you have a marble traveling from your lower belly into your belly button. Do about 3 more. Find your neutral spine so you feel the marble tucked right in there. Everything flat. Begin to really pull from the lower core, lifting one leg up at a time, and come into tabletop. Good. We will start our hundreds. So begin by tucking your chin to your chest, slowly lifting up, palms are facing down and by your sides. And we'll begin to pulse. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Keeping everything tight and secure. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. And last 2. Slowly bring your knees to your chest. Give yourself a nice hug. Way to warm up those abs. All right. So again, plant your feet on the mat, find your neutral spine, keep everything nice and flat. Begin to lift up one at a time. keeping everything tight. Begin by squeezing your legs in and just extending out and in. Try not to have that lower back round off. Just here, wherever you are today, if you want a little challenge, you can go further down towards the ground. Just kind of squeeze in and out, making sure that you have control wherever you are at. Two more. All right, begin to turn your hips out. Open up your knees. Feet are going to turn out as well, keeping their heels glued. So kind of press your heels together. We'll begin frog kicks, so the same motion. Out and in, back and forth. Making sure to stretch those legs completely out as you extend and bend back in. Keeping everything tight. The control comes from the lower belly. Last two. All right, hug your knees to your chest. Kind of rock around in a circle. All right, come into the same position, knees bent, tabletop. Begin to extend your left leg out. Hold it here. Bring the right to meet the left. Bend in. So don't come past your hip. You want to stack right over top because at this point, you're not really activating anything. It's just a stretch. So stack here, extend straight up, come down to meet it, and switch. So bend with your left, straighten, lower, switch. All right, so we have 10 on each leg. If you start to feel your lower back lift, again, just don't go as high. Low, sorry, go up higher. If you need to, also you can tuck your hands underneath of your lower back. All right, here we go. Lower down to a comfortable, controlled height. Begin to bend your right in, extend, lower, bend the left, extend, lower, that's one. Bend, extend, lower, bend, extend, lower, that's two. Bend, extend, lower, bend, extend, lower, three. Bend, extend, lower, bend, extend, lower, four. Bend, extend, lower, bend, extend, and lower. Give yourself a break here. That's five. Kind of roll it out on that lower back. All right, tilt that pelvis back. Find neutral spine, lift one leg at a time. We'll go for 5 more. Here we go. Extend both legs out. Right knee in, right, extend, lower, bend left, extend, lower, bend right, extend, lower, bend left, extend, lower, that's 7. Bend, extend, lower, bend, extend, lower, 8. Bend, extend, lower, bend, extend, lower, 9. Last one. Bend, extend, lower, last one. Bend, extend, and lower. Woo! Good challenge, guys. Bend those knees to your chest. Gonna rock it out. All right, we're gonna challenge those quads one more time while we're in this position. So keeping your left foot planted, send your right out. Again, don't let that core come off the ground. Really tuck in, keep everything secure. We're gonna isolate just the quad. So you're gonna come around in circles wherever you are today, wherever you feel comfortable. If you wanna go all the way down, you can. Just as long as you feel nothing else shift around in the whole body, just that leg muscle. All those leg muscles, sorry. All right, So point the foot, begin to go around in a circle in that hip joint, up and around. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and switch directions other way. Coming in, up and around. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, last 2, 9, and 10. Let that knee to your chest. Drop that foot back down. Extend the left up. Pointing those toes, keeping your core nice and secure. Rolling out, up and in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, last 2, 9, 10, and switch directions. 1, 2, 3. Maybe you feel yourself challenged by going lower, feeling a pull in that core. Last 2, 9, and 10. Ooh, hug your knees to your chest. Rock it out. All right, you're going to roll onto your right side for me. We're going to get right into some side planks. So come up onto that right forearm, really press into the palm. Keep yourself nice and secure. Don't let your shoulder fall forward. You're going to stack your shoulder right over your elbow. Keeping your knees bent, push your hips up. Top arm comes up. We'll begin to do a few dips down and up, dropping those hips back and forth. If you want an extra challenge, you can surely go right ahead up on your feet, wherever you are today. I'm going to do my knees. All right, here we go. Push up and down. Inhale, exhale down, inhale, exhale. Almost there. 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Slowly come back down. All right, plant your chest on the mat into a prone position. Extend your arms out to your side into field goal arms. As you take an inhale, begin the chin, your neck off the mat. You should feel a nice little pull along the back of the neck. All right, prepare to lift your arms up to about shoulder height or a little below wherever you are. Extend your arms out and sweep them back. So you'll go past where you started, pinching those shoulder blades in the back. If this irritates you today, just do some baby lifts here, making sure that your glutes are squeezed the whole time to protect that lower back. All right, so arms are out to field goal. Inhale, chin tuck up, lifting at the chest and lifting at the arms, pushing forward into a Y, coming back into a W, pinching. Inhale, forward, exhale, pinching. Inhale, forward, exhale, pinching. Inhale, forward, exhale, pinch those shoulder blades. Just a few more. Inhale, forward, exhale, squeeze. Inhale, forward, exhale, squeeze. And last one, keeping your chest lifted, forward, and squeeze. Drop back down. Allow your left side, just kind of hang out here on the mat. If you need to, you can windshield wipe your legs. All right, preparing to come onto the left side for a side plank. So I'll show you guys by switching on the mat. All right. Again, shoulder over elbow, Put some pressure into this left hand. If you'd like to go up on your feet today, feel free, or you can come with me on my knees. We're going to do hip drops 15 times. Here we go. Right arm up to the sky and squeeze from that side body. Drop down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Slowly come down. Come onto your back again for those wide W's. All right. Again, keep your glutes nice and squeezed. Arms are out like a field goal post into a W. Inhale, chin tucked up, lifting at your upper back and your chest. Always keeping your gaze about like 3 inches right in front of you. And preparing to lift the arms up and extend. Exhale, push those shoulder blades together. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades. Inhale, forward. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, forward. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, forward. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And last one. Inhale, forward. Exhale, squeeze. Come down, plant the right cheek on the mat and just kind of hang out here. Do a few windshield wipers if you may. All right. Gently push yourself up. Come into an extended child's pose. Kind of stretch the backs of the arms here. Inhale, looking forward. Come crawling to your hands into all fours. All right. So we've got sweeping push-ups to do next. So adjust. Come onto your knees. If you need to fold your mat a few times, if you have any knee issues, feel free. You want to plant your hands about shoulder distance apart or the width of your mat. Make sure you tuck in your core, keep everything nice and level, and begin to shift your body weight forward onto your hands. We will start by leaning into one side, coming down and around to the other, and going back the same way. So you'll start to feel a lot in your triceps, a little bit in your chest too. If this irritates you at all, feel free to come down and to do a few prone cobra presses just as such, really keeping that chest lifted. All right. So if you're with me, hands are out in front again. Make sure you shift your body weight forward, keeping everything nice and tight. And begin to go down towards your left hand, sweeping the chest across to the right and up. Down towards the right hand, sweeping across, up on the left. Good job. Down on the left, coming across, up on the right. Down on the right, across on the left. Down on the left, across on the right. All right, give me one more, guys. Down on the right and across on the left. Woo! Sit back on your heels, extend your arms out. Woo! Make sure you're breathing. Every inhale, your spine round. Exhale, just melt it back down, getting deeper into the stretch. All right, who's up for a few more? We're going to start on the right side now. So if your hands were a little bit more wide, bring them narrow. Try a different kind of challenge. Again, shift your body weight forward. Begin to come down towards the right. Sweep across to the left. Inhale. Exhale down towards the left. Up towards the right. Down towards the right. Up towards the left. Inhale. Exhale down. Sweep across. And one more. Inhale. Down on the right. And up on the left. Sit back on your heels and relax. Take a few breaths here. All right. Take your gaze up between your fingertips, stacking your hips over your knees, shoulders over your hands. Take your right hand behind your head, rotate up and down towards your left elbow, just opening up that thoracic spine and the upper back. All right, next rotation up. Extend that arm, the right arm, tuck it underneath of the left, and come into a rotation of the upper back. You can take your left hand out towards the top of the mat and just plant your right cheek down. Really make sure that your hips are stacked over your knees so you can feel a nice little pull along the back of the right side. Take a deep inhale. If your fingertips are at the top, curl them down towards the right elbow, pushing up through the left hand and bringing the right down towards the mat. All right, we'll do on the other side as well. Plant your left hand on the back of your head, rotate up and down towards the right elbow. It's kind of like a side crunch almost, but it's just preparing for that rotation. One more, inhale, exhale, last one. Extend the left arm up, thread the needle, come below the right arm, extending the right arm out in front, making sure to stack the hips over the knees. You want a little bit extra rotation, you can take this top right arm, rotate on the side body, grabbing onto your left thigh, and just looking up. Inhale, preparing wherever you're at to crawl the right fingertips down towards the left elbow, pushing into the right hand, and bringing the left down underneath the shoulder. Wiggle it out, wag your dog. All right. So the next exercise we have is a bear crawl hold. So you're going to be on all fours again. Make sure you're really pushing into the mat, rounding, using that upper back, and tucking your toes under. We will start to lift the knees up and hover. So you want your back to be exactly flat, keeping that core nice and tight, and back down. Again, tucking with the toes, core tight, pushing through the hands and lift and lower. All right, one more just to kind of get the motion. Push through the hands, push through the toes, squeeze those quads along the front and lower. All right, so preparing to go into the bear crawl hold, we'll begin to extend one leg out and back in, out and into a plank. All right, who's ready? Really push into the hands, push into the toes, come up with me into bear, hold here. Begin to extend your left leg out, squeeze that left glute, bring it back in, extend the right leg out, squeeze, and bring it back neutral, left, squeeze, and hover, right, extend, squeeze, and hover. One more, left, and hover, and right, and hover. Gently come down onto your knees and relax those hands. Just extend out into child's pose. Deep breaths. Come up to onto your knees. And just turn your hands back towards you again for a nice wrist stretch. Kind of relax them out. It's a lot of tension we gave to them today. All right, slowly turn them back. And we have one more. So come to a seated position. Legs will go out into a straddle. If you need to, lift up onto your sit bones. Make sure you're nice and planted. Begin by taking an inhale, coming up, and exhale, heart center. One more inhale, up, and center. All right, the next one, you're gonna inhale up your heart, your hands to the sky. Begin to round and hinge at your hips. Inhale, look up, extend, pushing through those hips, and lift. Good. So inhale, exhale, begin to round, hinging at your hips. Take a deep inhale, looking up, flexing, keeping that back straight, and come up to neutral. Good. Inhale, reaching high. Exhale, rounding for that nice stretch. Inhale, making sure the back's nice and flat, extending up and over. I'll show you from this side as well. We have a few more. So inhale up, tall spine. Exhale, rounding forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale, looking up, lifting the arms, and slowly coming to neutral. Good. Tall spine, inhaling up. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, looking up, lifting those arms using the back of the rotator cuff. And lifting. Give me two more. Inhale, tall spine, rounding. Inhaling to a Y and lifting. And last one. Inhale, tall spine. Exhale, round. Inhale, look up and extend. And lift. Woo. All right, good work. So bring those legs, bring one at a time in. Again, planting the foot on the inner thigh, lifting your arms up for the inhale, dropping this hand with the same leg that's extended, and reaching over top, looking up, rotating your gaze, feeling that nice pull along the side body, maybe in the lower back a little bit. Just take it at where you are today. Take a few breaths. With every inhale, feel the elongation. Exhale, feel the soften in the spine. Your next inhale, you're gonna push yourself up and counter stretch. So arm that was down comes over top of head and back to neutral. One more on this side. Inhale, tall spine. Plant the forearm on the floor if you're there today, or wherever on the foot or leg, and extend that side body. Keeping this hip planted down. Take your gaze up towards the ceiling. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, counter pose. Inhale, up to neutral. Exhale those arms down and switch legs. So other foot on the inner thigh. Inhaling up. Exhaling, planting that forearm on the same side the leg is extended, or onto the leg. Keeping that upper arm glued to your ear. Keeping this hip shifted down to keep you planted on your sit bones. And reaching. Pay attention to your body, how it's responding, inhales and exhales. Inhale, preparing to come up. Slowly pull your spine up. And counter pose, reaching across. Inhaling, tall spine in the very neutral position. And exhaling, dropping that forearm down. Elongating the side body. Maybe you find yourself deeper in this pose than the first time. Keeping your gaze looking up. Taking a deep inhale, reaching up, coming down to plant that hand, and reaching over for a counter pose. And up. Inhale, hands touch, extend both legs out. And relax down. Do a few shoulder rolls here and begin to crawl down your legs towards your feet. Wherever you are today, just make sure that you're hinging at your hips and not rounding at your back. So just kind of let your body shift down, feel that pull along the hamstrings. If you flex the toes more, you'll feel it even more. Now begin to round at your back, allowing your spine to just drop down. Take a few breaths here, allowing yourself to get deeper into the stretch with every breath. On your next inhale, begin to roll yourself up, one vertebrae at a time, and roll your shoulders back and down. All right, thank you so much for joining me for class today. It was a pleasure to teach you all. If you guys have any feedback at all, feel free to put it onto the YouTube video that we will post later tonight. Thank you so much for joining, and see you next week at 12:30.